Hey YouTube, here's another video. This week is my first Pokemon video covering the 1 week only Pokemon Go event called Fossil Centric Adventure Week. Let's check out the Pokemon. Look at this. Yes, you've seen that right. This is Fossil Pokemon everywhere. That's because there's a special Fossil Pokemon event going on Pokemon Go this week, and here I'm going to explain it to you guys. So the details are here. This is a Pokemon Go Adventure Week that's returning for the next week. And this year it's a fossil centric event, so it's all fossil themed. So you get all these really cool Pokemon. And these are all the ones that are going to spawn. So these, like, this one evolves into like Kabutops, then you got like T-Rex Pokemon, you got one of my personal favorites here. I have only, I believe, 2 of these, one from 2017 and one from a few months ago. And the fossil Pokemon are some of my favorites because these are ones that are very hard to find on their own. So we're going to take a quick look at this event and all the Pokemon it has to offer. So some of the Pokemon that are offered in this event that I just caught right away are Kabuto, which evolves into Kabutops, which I had on my old account, but not this one. Anorith, which I get on my old account, I had like 15 of these, but here I don't have a fully evolved one yet. And then this one here has always been one of my cool favorites. I just love the eyes on it. I even have a full plushie of this one. And then Geodude, of course, very common, but they're easy to collect candies for them and evolve them, so it's worth having one of these in your collection. So there's quite a lot of these on the game. So when you're going to catch them over the next week, always make sure to use the berries so you can get multiple candies per catch so you can evolve them and get more, going with them, get a higher CP one. So I'm looking to complete all the events now that are happening for this, so I can get all the rewards for it. So as you complete different tasks, you get to pick a mission and then you get to get rewards for it and all that. And the reward is like a fossil type Pokemon. So these are more easier to catch, but these are very cool. There's 2 of these. There's a T-Rex and there's this one that I'd like to kind of group as the same, type of thing, which is really cool. So here's how this looks. I always thought these were just really nice to have in the collection. I think this is my 6th one now. So this is one of my favorite Pokemon in the game. This is a Tyrant. And this is one of the Pokemon offered in this week's Fossil Week event. And I just think that these are the coolest Pokemon to catch. I've got a few of these fully evolved. And they're great in the gym because they have a very high attack and they're very powerful. So this one was caught using a Great Ball. So here's what they look like evolved. After this little walkout of this little dude here, I'll show you what he looks like evolved and how cool they are. So an interesting fact is Tyrant can only evolve in the daytime. So because I'm filming this nighttime, I'm going to show you what my other Tyrant evolution looks like here. So this is what Tyrant looks like when he's fully evolved. This is called Tyrantrum. And I've had this one for about a year. I have a few others of them, but I think this is the coolest. I think if this Pokemon was real, this would just be an awesome buddy. So it's 2.51 meters high and all that. It's one of the bigger Pokemon you can collect. So if you have the chance, don't transfer these, keep them in your collection because I think they're really cool. And now I'm going to show you one of my other favorites you can get this week. So this is a Pokemon called Aerodactyl. I only have 2 or 3 of these and they're very rare. I have this one I caught in 2017 on my other account, and then a very weak one. So I'm hoping to get this in at 3000 CP by the end of this event. Maybe that's possible, but this one I've had for pretty much a year almost soon, so this one actually is older than this event. And there's actually a lot of Cronidos appearing during this event, which is really cool, because these are one of my favorite Pokemon. I think they're just really cute. So I'm hoping that I can get quite a few of these and evolve them up fully over the event. Like I'm hoping to get 3 or 4 different ones, which would be really useful. So this is what Cronidos evolves into. This is Rampardos, and I believe I only have 2 of these. These are really cool. And yeah, this is another Pokemon worth collecting. This is one of the taller ones. Not quite as tall as the previous one I just showed you, but still pretty big. And these are worth training. They're very effective in a gym. They're a bit slow, but they have some really good attacks. I'm not one of those people who collects, the perfect Pokemon. I just collect, whatever I kind of get. But this one I got in Niagara Falls. And here's the stats of it. So in a gym battle, it's not that bad. It's kind of one of the more interesting Pokemon. So I would get it if I were you. So this Aerodactyl was caught, and I used the berries, so I got 6 instead of 3. So here's this Aerodactyl. This one is not the strongest, but not the weakest one I've seen. And let's see, let's appraise it. Let's see what this one's skills are. So this one's only 1 star, so this isn't definitely not the strongest one I've seen, but I'm still going to keep it just because I like this Pokemon. So I'm hoping to catch a lot of Aerodactyls this week. So you also get these different tasks. Like I said, you get to pick one of 2 adventures. And the one I've picked, there's 4 stages to go. So without even noticing, we're already almost complete the 2nd stage. So I'm going to go for a walk and look for some Pokemon and hopefully complete this. And then I'll give you an update on what the 3rd stage would be. So here's one of the fossil Pokemon. And you can evolve it. So here's how this one looks. So last night I was playing Pokemon Go till like 4 o'clock in the morning. And I was able to catch now, on this account I have 7 Aerodactyls, which I just think is really cool because Aerodactyl I think is one of my favorite Pokemon. So as you can see, they're not the strongest, but they're not the weakest. Like, I think I had 1 or 2 as well that are 1 or 200 CP, but these were the ones that are worthy of keeping. And there's quite a lot of Pokemon on here that can be evolved, which is really cool. So I'll just skip the evolution, show what it looks like after. So here's how this Pokemon looks. I already showed you that, but this is just a quick one of him evolving since this one's a bit stronger. So that was just a quick walk around of the Pokemon Go Fossil event. There's quite a lot more fossil Pokemon, but that was just the first video, so check out my others and thanks for watching it.